Hello and welcome to Lurcher Productions. Today will be another show and tell. This is of a model that I have actually finished. It did get overcomplicated and I won't go into details with that about you, but just something to keep you going in between whilst I'm doing shows and whilst I'm working on the Space Marine armour. I have done some filler on the shoulders and I'll show you about that at a later point. This, for those of you who are properly old, from Warhammer 40K, they originally had a game when I was little called Epic with all the little small miniatures, and basically they had a model in this which you could buy. I never had the model, I just saw it in the catalogue or the back of the White Dwarf pages. Was a Imperial Guard dropship. I'll put a picture up for it either here or somewhere around on those sides. I've got a few images and that's what I worked on for building this. And I wanted to do something, I was playing a lot of Necromunda and I wanted something the right scale for the people. So I thought an Imperial Guard dropship, especially since it's an old one they don't use. It's like a Stormbird. It's not a Stormbird, but it's of that era. It's the old Imperial Guard. So I thought I would build one, and I created this with the movable engine-y bits. Ooh, that does rotate. Yep. I, as with most of my models, got fully carried away. The legs are 3D prints from Millennium Falcon. But being a glutton for punishment, I decided, hey, it would be kind of cool if you did an interior to it so you could play over the top of it. So I'll bring in the camera and give you some closer views afterwards. But you can remove the back piece, which shows you into the engine area. And you can remove this, which is a general, I did it kind of almost like from Red Dwarf, the kind of crew quarters. And then that's these two bits. But then, put those bits around the side there. You can't just have that. I wanted to do inside of the cockpit and into the cargo bay. So, and also this has some lights. They're not particularly good, but I will show you when you're in closer. This lifts off so that we have, oh, I haven't stuck down the pilot's chairs. They're loose, but they're fully put together and painted as little sets, like from, I think you would have in the Aliens films. I'll show you those closer as well. But I also wanted to make a load of interesting looking workings and gubbins. I always liked that Star Wars interiors type thing that they would do. So it's got all the bits of the model show on the outside. It even has those doors there. They don't open, but they have the corresponding on the underside. And then back door opens, and though it sticks, front door opens. And then I put in like power things to work these, because it's got to look like it does stuff. And then I put in various other different life support. There's a little open doored toilet carsy area down there, you know, and then I've done in the stairs going up, and all of the doors have, again I'll show you, little slidable across doors, because for some reason I always have to overly complicate anything that I build. But I will bring you in closer so that you can see it all in detail, and then that'll be far easier for showing you all the different bits. Here we are for a closer in. Remove the top and remove the back plate. Right, the big power block. It does just slide off with some batteries in there. Ooh. There we go, that's reattached. And I've put fresh batteries in, so I will show you the lights. It's flick those on. So we got the bunk, separate quarters, that leads down the stairs, through and in. That's over there, little seated area. That is a base, it shouldn't be in there. There's the bathroom. Because why make things simple when you can really overly complicate every single aspect? There's another bunk. Kind of done like the Red Dwarf crew quarters, as I said. I've done into the back, I've tried to cut away so you've got like red power things going through there. Likewise, I actually cut out these screens on the little bit and put some plastic in so you can see it light up. It's the engineering quarters and station. I don't know, just trying to make bits look good, putting in pipes, doing other things. And then if we switch these off, and you can see the inside. Like I said, I wanted to make bits so they look like they work. So that's, I don't know, like water recycling or various different workstations around, because you always get all the various internal systems, like you see in Star Wars where they're doing the repairs tucked away in some small corner somewhere. And that's just a little small storage room down there. And the cockpit. There we go. Again, trying to come up with 3D printed out some bits. Some of them are actual ones from Warhammer models. Let's get a look in through the front. I haven't put any glass in either now I'm looking at it. But we'll get that done. Where am I in the camera? That. Get it as a little unit bit to fit in there. And that is the internals for it. And the doors, they were a bit sticky. I'm not even on viewing on it. There we go. The doors do slide open and slide closed because we can. Let me get it. Ever since they're painted, they're stickier. But there is a door there, and it does slide. Could probably do with going over with some rusting and some other effects to add on to it, just to give it that worn detailing. That fits in relatively well. Where'd the other bit go? Over there. Thank you for watching Lurcher Gallery Productions. I always forget to do an outro, so I thought I would actually add one in this time. Thank you very much for watching and all your support. Like and subscribe if you want more. And I will get back to you with both more of the Motley plane and more of the Space Marine armour, but I'll show you a few other crazy builds of mine in between to keep you busy. Catch you later. Right, let's stop that. Stop you now. Ooh! What have I trodden on?